Thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure and a sincere honor to be with you as we recognize two outstanding leaders whose legacies of service, sacrifice, and dedication serve as an inspiration to generations while creating greater equity for more people in Alabama and beyond. So on behalf of Region's President and CEO, John Turner, members of our executive leadership team, our Montgomery leadership team, I want to welcome you to this event. Regions Bank is proud to sponsor the Alabama Colloquium, and we are especially excited to see so many of you in attendance today. We are trying to get back to the normal pre-COVID, so we appreciate you being here. At Regions, we believe in creating more inclusive prosperity and removing barriers to success. That's more than a goal. It's a commitment. As a financial institution, we believe we can, should, and must leverage our resources and experience in ways that uplift more people. We want to reach those who have been marginalized, who have been underserved, or who haven't had access to the same opportunities to succeed. It is our belief that when we work with community partners, including Alabama Humanities Alliance, we can come together to create the inclusive prosperity that makes Montgomery, Alabama, and all the communities stronger. Because of the dedication of the late Congressman John Lewis, Bryan Stevenson, and other brave, noble men and women, tremendous strides have been made. And because of their legacies, we have an inspiration for how we all can do more. And yes, I said all, because no organization can address our challenges and opportunities alone. It takes a united commitment among people in this room and our peers across the state as we stand together, raise our voices, and commit to creating positive change. We live in challenging times, but it's important to look around here in the room today and be reminded that we have powerful allies who share a common goal of a more equitable, prosperous society. Through volunteerism, financial support, activism, and more, people are seeing the results we can create when people and organizations come together to make a difference. And as we stand united, that is a direct testament to the leadership of John Lewis, who was first a trailblazer in the fight for civil rights here in Alabama, and later as an esteemed congressman who served his district in Georgia and inspired a nation for many decades and for many decades to come. Our unity is also a testament to Bryan Stevenson, who has dedicated his career to helping the poor, the incarcerated, and the condemned. He has reminded us to look at people not through the lens of their challenges, but rather with an eye toward their potential. He has reminded us that when we address injustices among the most vulnerable in our society, we in turn create a stronger society. Indeed, it can be easy to look at headlines of the day and feel discouraged. But when we consider the legacy of John Lewis, and as we honor the work of Bryan Stevenson, I believe we can find the encouragement that affirms our best days are still to come. Today is a celebration. We honor these men as humanitarians, but they are so much more than that. They are examples of what we can accomplish as individuals and as a united force as we answer the call to serve. I believe you will leave here today inspired and committed more than ever to be a part of the great work. So as we continue our event today, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Joe Astrup, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Alabama Humanities Alliance. Joe?
As chair of the board, let me add my own special welcome to all of you on this very beautiful day, and thank you for supporting the important work of the Alabama Humanities Alliance. We are delighted to have the colloquium convene here in Montgomery after a 2-year hiatus, and we're even more elated to be honoring John Lewis and Brian Stevenson. As Lajuana said, we hope you will leave this luncheon inspired and eager to become allies in our mission. I have the honor today of recognizing some extraordinary leaders who have helped Alabama Humanities Alliance grow and thrive. The Wayne Greenhaw Service to Humanities Award was created to honor current and past board members who tirelessly work on behalf of the Alabama Humanities Alliance to have a positive impact on our organization and our state. We are honoring 2 individuals today, a current board member and a board member who recently completed her term. Trey Granger is the immediate past chair of the Alabama Humanities Alliance, serving 2 terms. He was instrumental in guiding the Alliance through a time of change as we sought to find a new executive director with the vision and dedication to move us forward through the COVID-19 pandemic. Thankfully, Trey, you led us to make wise choices, and a very wise choice. Trey serves as Deputy Clerk of Courts for the United States District Court here in Montgomery and gives his time to other nonprofits and civic interests in Montgomery and across the state. Trey continues to serve on the Executive Committee of the Alliance and is leading a special committee to renovate, update, and upgrade the Alabama Book Festival. I have no doubt it's going to be fantastic. Trey, please come forward and accept the Wayne Greenhaw Award. Sorry, it took a while.
Before I say thank you for this wonderful gesture, let me say when I walked in the front door and saw the centerpieces, how delighted I was to see those sunflowers. And if you don't remember anything I said, may God bless the people of Ukraine. I wondered if it was by serendipity or plan, but knowing my dear friend Alma, who was in charge of the flowers, it had to be planned. Thank you, Alma. Let me first say that to receive this kind gesture is humbling, and I really appreciate this wonderful, wonderful gesture because this organization means so much to me and has become to mean so much to my family and me over the last 6 to 8 years. And we're really, as Chuck said, no longer an organization, but an alliance. An alliance that really acts as a prism for all the wonderful things that happen culturally across this great state. We try to embody the vision of Dr. King, who talked about the beloved community, and also the great society that President Johnson put in place in the 60s. That prism through this alliance really helps us understand who we are. And as an organization, we want to make sure that we continue to do that for years and years. I'm often asked what I do for the federal courts. The first time I asked, I really didn't know how to answer a job description. And after being asked several times, I finally decided that the best answer would be, I manage expectations. And as serving as chair of this organization, there was really no time for on-the-job training for managing expectations either. But in managing those expectations, we began to look at a new annual event, more so than a tired annual meeting, and how do we lift high the conversation, sometimes hard conversations, but important conversations that talks about who we are as Alabamians. And that conversation really is reflected in an icon that I think is on our program. But we looked at various icons, and I could think of nothing more fitting than the Capitol Rotunda. And it was kind of met with resistance at first, but I really wasn't talking about the exterior of the rotunda, but the interior. Take the time to go to the state capitol and look inside that rotunda. And as you look up, you'll see murals that can be interpreted as divisive. But just above that mural, oddly enough, are 12 interlocking gilded gold rings. And right above those golden rings that are all locked together in solidarity is a beautiful prismed stained glass window that lets light into that rotunda. And as we bring this conversation every year, Alabama's conversation, front and center, I hope it will bring light to all that we are and hope to be in Alabama. Thank you.
Trey, congratulations, and thank you for all that you do for Alabama Humanities Alliance. I want to point out that this award, created in 2012, is named in memory of the late Wayne Greenhaw, an acclaimed writer and journalist who chronicled the civil rights movement and the changing American South. Wayne also served on the Alabama Humanities Alliance board. Wayne authored 22 books, and among them, the highlights of his career, he received the Harper Lee Award for Alabama's Distinguished Writer in 2006. The fact that this award has Wayne Greenhaw's name on it makes this recognition even more special. Our board has chosen to bestow the award to Sally Greenhaw. Sally is a retired circuit judge here in Montgomery County, recently completed 3 terms on the AHA board, where she served with enthusiasm and distinction. Sally and Wayne enjoyed a long and happy marriage before he passed away in 2011. When Sally joined the Alabama Humanities Alliance board, she brought with her her own spirit and dedication to the work, while also carrying on Wayne's important legacy with love and devotion. We are all richer for it. So it's a true honor for me to invite Sally Greenhaw to take the stage and receive the Wayne Greenhaw Service to the Humanities Award.
First of all, Chuck told me I had 1 minute to respond. That's what happens when you're no longer in office. But first of all, I want to thank the board for honoring me today with this award. It's been a pleasure working with you over the years, as well as the staff. And in fact, some of you were on the board when Wayne was on the board. And I've seen some prior honorees here today, and I know what good company I'm in. Finally, I want to say, just to be on the same program honoring our John Lewis and Brian Stephen, that in itself is an honor. And I think that these 2 gentlemen embody the best of not only what humanities are, but more important, what they can be. Thank you again.
I think I'm gonna get my steps in today. Let's see. So it is now my pleasure to introduce a fellow co-chair of this event, Andy Will, who also serves on the board of directors of the Alabama Humanities. Andy?
Thank you, Lajuana. It is my pleasure to present an award that has great meaning to this organization and reflects the caring and philanthropic spirit of Alabama. We have a tradition at this event to celebrate an organization that helps Alabama Humanities achieve its goals, but as important, this honor also highlights not only the caring and meaningful work done on behalf of Alabama Humanities, but also for so many other nonprofits and charities around the state. Many great corporations and foundations have received this honor and continue to make a difference for Alabama Humanities. For 2022, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama and its Caring Foundation is the recipient of our charitable organization in the Humanities Award. It is my honor to present the award to representatives of Blue Cross Blue Shield, led by Rebecca Elgin Council, Senior Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer. Rebecca?
Well, thank you very much. It is such a pleasure to be here today. And on behalf of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama, it is an honor for me and my colleagues to receive this 2022 Charitable Organization and Humanities Award. The mission of our Caring Foundation is to give back to the community by supporting initiatives that improve the health, the wellness, and the education of all Alabamians. We're proud to support the Alabama Humanities Alliance, which provides Alabamians with opportunities for lifelong learning, appreciation for our diverse cultures, and also connections with communities throughout our state. Thank you again for this prestigious recognition. We're very honored today. Thank you.